When I was growing up, we didn't have a farm for a start, but we did have hens. My father was a blacksmith. When I left school, I entered AIB and worked for 13 years in the bank until I met Leo, and we married in '83 and I became a farmer's wife. Oh, right back in 1987, Leo read an ad on the Anglo-Celt one evening where a local packer was looking for small free-range egg producers, and he had this wonderful idea that we would get hens. The first 150 hens we were supplying to somebody else initially. We started to supply maybe in early January, and by the end of January the market had changed wherever those eggs were going. So the packer actually asked Leo, could we sell some eggs locally? And that gave us the idea to start selling our own eggs. So we increased our flock to 650 hens in the following 6 months. And at that stage, we got our license to pack eggs, and we actually packed the first eggs in this room where we're sitting here. So it gradually grew, and there was an excitement about that, really. You know, the children were small and we were juggling a lot of balls at the time, but there was a swing towards more natural methods of farming and away from intense farming and so on. So the free range ticked a lot of boxes for people then. We grew the numbers of the hens to match the market. We could only develop so much on our own farm. We were at our capacity here at 1,650 hens on our own farm here, and relied then on more satellite farms. At that stage, the farmer used to bring the eggs into us, and that was great fun because we had good friendship with the farmers as well and learned a lot. We had huge sharing sessions during the grading of the eggs, but then we reached the stage of where, to make things flow better, we had to get the eggs delivered into us and we grade them from there. The eggs are collected from each farm twice a week, and our guy carries with him a handset. He puts the information relating to each farm. When it comes back, it's synchronised and issues a batch code, and that identifies the eggs right through the system until they're sold. The eggs come in the back door and they are brought to the loading part of the grader, where they're manually loaded tray by tray. During the process, they're handled for internal flaws. The crack detector on the machine is automated to select ones that have cracks in the shell or flaws in the shell, which are treated as seconds, and then they're subsequently weighed and assigned to a lane on the grading equipment, depending on what weight the egg is. They're then packed into whatever next order to be prepared, and then once the eggs are in the packs, they are sleeve wrapped to keep them in the box safely, and then stored in the finished goods area for dispatch. The finished goods area is the only area in our store that is temperature controlled. I suppose from very early on we wanted to be different. We made a decision that we would only ever do free range. We also identified that there was very little innovation in eggs. All of the eggshells looked the same, white packs or grey packs. So actually we were the first to bring a coloured pack to the shop shelf. That was a green one, and if you look around now, they're nearly all green. So I suppose imitation is the greatest form of flattery, but we actually brought the next colour with the white eggs in the pink pack. We introduced the first white hens to Ireland, and now there's a number of white flocks producing in Ireland. There was a great sense of satisfaction in doing something that worked. Farming wasn't what it was reared to, and if anybody had said that I'd be a farmer's wife, they'd say, not likely. No way, because I had no interest in farming. I think from the first hens, I loved the hens. We could never, ever, ever have imagined that we would be making our living off it. We would be supporting so many other farms in the adjoining counties with our little business. That's now 150,000 hens. Like, that would have been beyond our imagining then. 50 years ago, when none of the family were interested, it was difficult to see the future for Clonarn Clover. But now I have to say, and gladly say, that it has a hugely different sense of satisfaction to discover that 3 of them actually want to work with us. And I like the thoughts that, yes, Clonarn Clover can outlive Leo and Margaret Farley, the next generation.